messing around, got it high centered, and it took us about 45 minutes to get it off. So I wanted to come up with a way so that would not happen to me again. I would not get stuck where I could not get myself out. So I'm going to show you a quick glance of the way that I got us out of that one. But then I came up with a way to get us out even easier. So the first time, it took a little longer than expected. I went and got a couple different things, used it the second time, and it worked really, really well. So let's get to it. So we're stuck. I can't even get out this door. We're gonna get out this way, and we'll see if my method works to get us out of here. Okay, so bear in mind, this is my first time trying to do this. I have no idea whether it's gonna work, but it should work. Let's hope it does. I should get some gloves. Alright, so what I've got is I got one of my tow straps. I've got my Harbor Freight come along here, which is not very long. I might actually go get a longer one. And then I've got this stake that I welded a nut to the top of, and it tapered the bottom so it's got a nice point. I went ahead and extended my come along all the way out and kind of figured my length. I'm going to pound this stake in at an angle, because if you pound it in straight, there's not nearly as much of a, you can't torque on it nearly as much if you go away from what you're trying to pull. Okay, we pounded that in. It's pulling the stake. Well, that sucks. Pulling the stake. Well, that's not working. This is why you don't buy Harbor Freight. This is brand new, and the stupid thing came apart on me already.
Can I do this while it works?
Piece of crap.
Dad, can I do this while it pulls?
I'm guessing this kind of goes under there.
That don't seem like it's working.
No, it's pulling the stake. So soft because it just really rained around here, so I can't get a good enough grab on my stake. It's pounding into the ground way easier than I expected. So we are going to just try and put it in reverse right now and have a little bit of tension on it and see if that pulls it off. Go! I had to shorten this up because we had pulled the come along all the way tight. So I just wrapped it around my bumper a couple more times, and we're going to do it again. So that did work. I had to wrap it around a tree stump, and it did help pull it out. If you do not have a come along how we did this last time, which was not safe, by the way, is basically, I'm gonna hop up here looking like a goon just to show you, but if you get somebody in the driver's seat and basically get in the back and the front and just kind of hop on the suspension while they're backing up, that jumping up and down on the suspension helps get a little bit of traction every once in a while, and you might be able to break it free that way as well. There's the grooves where my frame was basically high centered on right there. Good. All right, so we made a couple adjustments. I went and got a little bit longer come along that'll spread 10 feet instead of 3.5. Instead of a 2-foot stake, I've got a 4-foot stake, and we're gonna give it a shot and see what happens. Should work this time. Now we're getting some solid ground, so this is gonna work. It's still pulling the stake.
That didn't work. See how the Polaris is not moving, but the stake is?
It'll get out with some help this time, though.
It's doing it!
Good. Slow, easy. So this is a 4-foot stake, and it can be awkward to store. This is where I ended up putting mine. I don't know whether I'm going to change it eventually or not, but I got a couple bungees that just wrapped around and hold this behind my storage bin here, and everything else fit nicely in the storage bin. I have bottomed out about 10 times. I've only gotten stuck the one time, but I have bottomed out about 10 times in this razor. So hopefully that helps you out and gives you some ideas to stick in your razor in case something like this happens.